But anyway, we're gonna have to move to another topic. Something funny that what have we got that's really funny to tell or say? Even a scenario. Anything that you can.
Okay, picture this. You come home.
Never heard this before. Is this a new scenario?
You'll never guess how this is going to end. Okay,
Right.
You come home. House is quiet. You shout up the stairs. Your wife's name. It's all quiet. No one home.
Right.
You go upstairs.
Right.
You hear a scratching noise as you get to the top of the stairs. You see around the corner, it's the dog. But the dog is ignoring you, which is unusual. Normally runs straight to you, jumps into your arms, you give it a kiss. But on this occasion, the dog's scratching at the door furiously, your bedroom door. So, okay, it wants to go in. You push the door aside.
The dog is outside of the bedroom door.
Outside of the bedroom door, scratching away, like a little monkey, right?
Right.
You start to push the door open, and when
I can't
you
push it because it slides.
slide the door open,
Right.
yeah, and once it's like halfway open, your eyes look away from the dog and look up, and what you see makes you freeze, okay, in shock and terror,
Right.
cowardliness. So,
Naturally. Yeah.
your wife is on the bed,
Oh god, yeah.
skirt up,
Right.
hands down, face down as well, also.
Right.
And this fuck off black guy, probably African, don't know, but he's fucking huge, and his cock's fucking huge as well.
Well, that's fucking great. Right, and let me guess, he's not showing it to her, is he? What's he doing with this?
Oh, it's in there.
Right,
okay?
it's in.
It's about halfway in. Let's say there's probably at least 6 or 7 inches in, and the other 6 inches are hanging out. He can't get that monster in anymore.
Right.
Okay, and thick as fuck as well. You ain't going back there. You ain't going to be doing nothing but touching one side at a time.
Right.
After this.
Okay.
After this. But anyway, I digress.
Right.
So he's going at it, hammer and tongs.
Right.
Okay. She's screaming. She doesn't want any of it. Okay. You can very quickly realise this is rape. Okay. This is a home invasion of the worst kind.
Well, this is a pretty fucked up home invasion.
It is. Well, obviously, mate. He's broken.
Black guy.
Yeah.
Finds himself where I live.
Yeah.
Which I'm surrounded by
doors
nothing
are
but
always
fields
open in
and
Japan.
old people.
Doors are always open in Japan. He was probably on his bike, rolling past, and he catches a glimpse through one of the open windows, sees your wife, thinks, fucking have that. And he goes in there, and he does have it. Okay,
Right.
She's way too small to fight back. So anyway, you come in, and this is what's going on. She's screaming. It's terrible. Okay. He looks at you, looks you up and down, very quickly assesses there's no threat. Okay. He could probably bat you off and still carry on with what he's doing with the other hand. Okay. Anyway, you're frozen anyway, so you needn't worry. He's going at it. She's screaming.
Yeah, you keep saying the screaming part.
Okay, so she's screaming, but you notice the screams are starting to they've changed. They're going in and out of fear to orgasmic. Okay, it's weird. He's looking at you directly in your eyes while he's pumping away. Okay,
Right.
a tear begins to roll down your face, and a tear is also rolling down your wife's face, and she's looking at you and she's mouthing the words, "I'm sorry," okay? And you wonder why. Very quickly, that question's answered. She starts to close her eyes and get into it, head back. He's grabbing her hair, but she's loving it now, okay? She didn't want it. She didn't want any of it. She probably doesn't even like the guy, but the thing is, he's got a monster cock and he knows what to do with it. And she is.
So have I.
She is dripping, mate. The bed is fucking soaked. Okay, I'm surprised this guy isn't slipping all around the room. Anyway, point is.
What a fucking story.
Point is, in that situation.
Let me guess. What would you do?
When you come out, when you come out of that shock, that initial shock,
Right.
which has lasted about 20 seconds, but in that 20 seconds, a lot happened.
It's quite a long shock.
Well, yeah, it's quite a long cock. So, what would you do?
Well, I mean, to be honest, mate,
there are limitations. What would you do in that situation? Okay.
I wouldn't care for myself. If I thought my wife wasn't enjoying it and it was rape, my initial react is get this motherfucker off.
Okay.
My wife.
Okay, so let's go down that route. What do? You run, jump on his back?
I'll run and I'll knock that motherfucker out. Is what
unlikely.
I'll do.
Well, with your strength,
which is fucking impressive. I'll knock that motherfucker right off my wife.
Little above zero. He would have just grabbed you by the throat and held you there at arm's length. By the way, his wingspan is fucking huge as well. You wouldn't even be able to kick that motherfucker. Okay, so he'd be still going at your wife.
Who is this guy? Where did this guy come from?
So he's holding you by the neck, and now not only is your wife getting pile driven, okay, but you look like a bitch as well. So that route is, I wouldn't recommend it, okay? So next, you've got no weapons around, unless you want to go downstairs and leave your wife there even longer.
The only other thing I can say
is... You offer yourself up as a sacrifice. You say, look, I'll give you a blowjob right now.
No, I certainly don't do anything like that, but if it looks like there's some kind of pleasure being come out of all of this, then I'll just think, fuck it.
Then you clap your hands together and say, fuck it, threesome?
No, I'll think, fuck it, and then I'll just leave.
So... But you're missing the fact that it started as rape. You walked in just at the end of that.
I'm seeing that it's pleasure now.
Yeah, now. But
so then I'll think, fuck it.
But she doesn't want it really.
Well, if she's having pleasure.
But
then
she's not. It's not her choice. It's just if a woman comes, an ugly old bastard woman grabs you and starts wanking you off. Eventually, your cock might get hard and you might enjoy yourself. It's not. If that woman was stronger than you and you can't get out of that situation, you'd want your wife to help.
Well, yeah,
but she's stronger than you, so she probably would.
That's why I'm saying my initial reaction would be to get this motherfucker off.
Yeah, but let's be realistic.
The fuck out.
You've got no chance. So you've got more chance of throwing the dog at him.
Well, whatever I do, my first thing is to get her off the cock.
Okay, so you grab and you're tugging, but it's thick as fuck, and the end, his bell end, the helmet
is stuck.
Absolutely, right. Mate. Because absolutely,
it's stuck.
Yeah.
So a cock is stuck inside someone.
Yeah. So you're pulling, and also he's holding onto her hips, and he's strong as fuck. He ain't letting go of.
What I'll do is I'll go downstairs and I'll get a knife and I'll fucking kill this cunt.
Okay.
I'll stab this motherfucker. I'll throw knives at this.
Okay,
bitch.
so you very quickly assess we've established he's too black for you to handle. So you run. Let's just put it in those terms. So you run downstairs and grab a fuck off butcher's knife. Fair enough, mate. I don't blame you. I would have done things different. He'd be unconscious now. Okay. You go downstairs, grab the knife, get back up here. But he hasn't stopped what he's doing. Nothing's going to tear him away from that nice little tidy piece of ass. But what he has done is he's averted his gaze, getting his gaze to you. So as you attack him with that knife, he's grabbed your wrist, bent it back, and broke that motherfucker off.
Right,
okay.
Well, I've got
so you're on. Wait. It doesn't end there. That's inspired him. Now he's flipped your wife over and he's bending her legs back and he's breaking those motherfuckers off. Okay, and he's going at it.
Right.
Okay. But anyway, go on. What else would you try and do? So those two things have failed so far.
Well, I've still got one working wrist, so I'll use that hand
to wank him off.
No. Not in your dreams now. What I would do is I'd use that hand. No. What I'd do is I'd use that hand to stab up that motherfucker.
Okay, but the thing is, once he bent your wrist back and the knife dropped on the floor, he obviously kicked that away, and now it's his side, so it's his other side.
Well, I've got another one.
You've got two. Good thinking. So you've got another one, and you go for it. Where are you aiming?
I'm aiming for the neck.
For the cock, mate.
I'm aiming for his neck.
Okay. So you're aiming for
Because at the end of the day, if I cut off his cock, he's still going to have 6 inches left.
Okay. So you go for his neck.
Still going to be an average man, like you. So what I'll do is I'll slit his throat.
Average with a big cock like me. So anyway, he swings. You swing the knife. All's going well.
I swing it, it connects. He bleeds out.
Wait.
That's it. End
Let's
all.
not get ahead of ourselves, okay? Don't forget your wife's still screaming in pleasure.
I'll deal with that bitch after, but you tell me what you're going to say.
Okay. So you swing the knife
Right.
straight for the jugular. All's going well. Unfortunately, what you didn't realise is this nigger's friend is right behind the door.
Oh God, yeah. And let me guess, he's equally as abnormally,
If not more,
massive or
if
bigger.
not more.
Great, that's even
Okay.
better.
Cock included. He's
Right.
naked.
Why
Erect.
is he naked? Why? Why would he be?
He was waiting to go twos on your right. That's why. Okay. So anyway, so he grabs your other hand. Guess what? That wrist's broken now.
Right.
Now he grabs you by the back of your neck, forces you to your knees. Okay. Let's just say you're gagging on his monster cock. Okay. But he's forcing you to take it all. It's right down your.
At the end of the day, mate, I wouldn't open my mouth at this
At the end
point.
of the day, mate, he'll smash your fucking teeth out. He's massive.
No, I don't
The
give a
blood,
fuck. I'll
the
headbutt him.
blood.
I'll
He's
headbutt
got
that
you by the,
motherfucker right
by
in the
the neck.
stomach.
He's got you by the hair, mate. Your teeth are broken. Blood. That's lube for this guy. That's it spurring him on. His cock's in. He could barely get it in there, to be honest, but he fucking did the best he could. Luckily, it was only a semi, so he managed. Anyway, he's doing that. But next thing is, mate, now he's trashed you away after he's come down your throat.
Right,
he's trashed
great.
you away onto the floor.
There's no. Let me just say, there's no one is going to be coming down
Yeah,
no
because-
one's throat. I would bite that motherfucker off before it even came
but
to
this
that.
is pure muscle. This cock.
Yeah,
You try
I'll
to
bite
bite
that
it.
shit.
You're like trying to bite the toughest piece of beef and shoe leather you've ever. You wouldn't even make it. You wouldn't even make a dent. Okay.
Right,
And
so
look,
get on
anyway,
with it.
your
It's
teeth are
fucking-
knocked out.
Right, get on with it.
What are you biting with? Your fucking gum.
Right, get on with it.
Okay.
It's fucking come down my throat. Get on with it.
So throws you to the floor.
Fucking
There's a
gross.
little bit left. So he
Of course, there's always a little bit left.
dribbles that into your hair.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Now they want to go twos on your wife. She's
Oh,
taking
God,
twin vibes.
Right.
Okay. So that's going on. You're in and out of consciousness because you could fucking barely breathe when that was going on to you a minute back. They've thrown her away. They say to her, look, bitch, if we let you go now, you better agree not to call the police or anything. She goes, absolutely, I wasn't going to anyway. And thank you for the great sex. She's bleeding. She's bleeding and coming everywhere, but you know, and she's walking like a fucking cripple. But anyway, she's off. She's gone. Didn't even try and take a phone. Now they throw you on the bed. Don't worry, not double penetration. They're going to work you up to that. So one now, the other one has put his cock straight in your mouth.
Again.
The other one.
Right.
And the other one's put it straight in your ass. Okay?
So it is straight to
Straight,
double
mate,
teaming.
raw.
So they're not working up to anything.
They're working up to the double in one
Right.
orifice.
Right.
Anyway, what would you do?
I've got no hands, no use of hands. I can kick someone off me, and you know, if I can get myself free, I'll fly myself through the window.
Yeah. No.
You know, at the end of the day, let's be honest. If your wife is taking that, you're not going to want to be with that person anymore anyway. So that's
So you
already
wouldn't
game
want to be
over.
with your wife. So your wife is. So your wife.
That's game over, mate.
Okay, let's skip ahead.
I'll throw myself out that window. That's game over.
Okay, so you've cowardly accepted defeat there.
If I can get out of it, I'll kick someone off me, and I'll throw myself out the window, and that's fine.
Okay, you've thrown yourself out the window, you've escaped, okay?
Yep.
You've been sodomised, but not to the levels that might have happened, because their mates were on the way. Anyway, you've avoided that, great. Now you're with your wife.
No,
Know what you are, and you've got to discuss this now.
But I wouldn't.
And she starts the conversation by saying, "Look, I'm sorry. He fucking raped me. I really wanted to get out there. I tried everything. Grabbed weapons. Nothing worked. I knew instantly I'd never seen a cock that big. Not even half that size. So
I think that she has.
So I was already scared.
Because I am the bearer.
I was scared for my life, James. Don't blame me for this. I couldn't help what happened next. Okay. Then what do you say to that?
I would just simply say, look, I think it's time we part ways. Because the things that I've seen are enough to, kill anyone. And that's a hell of a day to go through.
Mate, she's rich. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck if she wants or not.
She's willing to give this relationship
I bet she is, but I'm not.
Second chance.
I'm not.
She loves you. Bastard.
Well, that's life.
Okay, well, what about this? First of all, she wants to try and tempt you. She wants to try and tempt you. Okay.
In what way? How can she? She's all bleeding and broken.
No, this is a week later. After you get out of hospital.
Healing,
After you get out of hospital.
Me? Why?
Well, you had a 12-inch up your arsehole for some time. You can't even remember how long, but then you had to jump out that window. That knocked you unconscious. Anyway, it's all sorts of shit. You got out of hospital. Both of you out of hospital, and now she's laying on the bed and she's trying to seduce a little lap dance. She gets on the bed. Okay. She pulls down the pants. You look, and you realise it's like a fucking Pepsi can slap. You ain't even. What do?
I'm not interested in it.
Why?
Listen, before we even went to bed, me and that bitch would be chatting and saying, look, this isn't how it's going to happen.
But why? She's had a terrible experience.
I've had
good
a
as well.
Terrible experience.
One of the best sessions of her life. Something she could never have hoped for before.
Then that's more of a reason to leave that as it is.
But why not try to better yourself? Or
I don't know. I don't need to better myself. There's plenty of fish in the sea. I'm not, going through something as tragic as that.
So you're saying that every time a girl gets with
well, let's be honest,
a guy with a genuine piece of tactic, you're going to just throw her to the wayside?
Well, I wouldn't know, would I?
So if your girl, say, you find out she dated me before, you would just trash her?
Then she'd be happy. Because that would be a relief for her, because I've got a massive cock and you haven't. You are a Chinese man. Stephen Ling. Motherfucker.
Right, okay, so... But anyway, yeah.
At the end of the day, this story is fucking bullshit. It doesn't happen. Never will happen. And I've got a massive cock.